Hey there, welcome back to Season 18 of my Out of the Park 23 Historical Save. We're going to cover the completion of the regular season today. We entered September 3.5 games in the lead for the AL wildcard, but went just 11-14, our only sub-500 month of the season. Hideo Nomo in particular had a month to forget. He left 3 different starts early, with the final one being the result of a season-ending injury to his rotator cuff. It's a huge blow to our World Series hopes. Yet despite our struggles, we remain in the wild card lead, 3 games ahead of the White Sox and the Yankees. New York went 13-15, Chicago went 10-16, so we are really lucky to be in this position. The White Sox lost their lead in the Central despite the Royals losing Pedro Martinez for most of September. We entered October with 3 games remaining in Cleveland and a magic number of 1. Worst case scenario was we lose all 3 of those games and someone wins all 3, and then we'd have to play a game 163. Tensions were high though after getting blown away by Cleveland on the final day of September. Johan Lopez didn't get out of the 3rd inning and the whole team just melted down. The next game was much of the same. Jody Johnston got lit up for 7 runs and couldn't get out of the 4th inning, and we got shut out on 5 hits by John Adkins in his major league debut. The Yankees and White Sox both won, so 2 more chances to get a win or some help. October 2nd, blown away again. Jared Washburn couldn't get out of the 3rd inning and gave up 6 runs. The only good news was our offense showed some signs of life in garbage time. The Yankees and the White Sox both won again. So somehow, some way, we've put ourselves in the position of needing to win on the last day of the season. Our lead over New York and Chicago is down to 1 game. If we win, we're in. If we lose, and they both lose, we're still in. But if we lose, there's a good chance we have to play 1 or even 2 tiebreaker games to get into the playoffs. We're in Cleveland, and we give the ball to Roy Halladay. The Roy Halladay who's back in the majors due to the Hideo Nomo injury, and the Roy Halladay who's surrendered 9 home runs in just 20 innings pitched this season. The Indians go with Brad Penny, who leads the AL with 233 strikeouts. He also has the chance to set a major league record for home runs allowed. He's already given up 51. Brian Tolberg set the record this year with 52, but isn't pitching today. The Yankees have their ace, Tom Messier, on the hill against the 70 and 91 Devil Rays. Things are set up quite well for them. The White Sox are home against the 94-loss Twins. Minnesota's starter is 0-6 with an 8.82 ERA. If we lose, it seems really likely we're going to fall into a 3-way tiebreaker. The final National League playoff spot is up for grabs too. Pittsburgh holds a 1-game lead over Milwaukee in the wild card. That lead was 7 games at the conclusion of the last video, so we have the potential for not 1, but 2 major September meltdowns. Pittsburgh has ace Jason Schmidt on the mound at the 92-loss Mets, so things line up nicely for them. But if they fall, the Brewers can force a tiebreaker game with a win at home against the Cincinnati Reds. One more story to follow on the last day of the season. The Roger Maris chasers all faltered in September. Russell Brandon and Juan Gonzalez lead the league with 59 home runs each. They each need 1 to tie Ruth, 2 to tie Maris, or 3 to gain immortality. Jason Maxwell is on a hot streak. We'll give him the start instead of Luis Alicea, who just hasn't delivered much since we dealt for him in July. Our bullpen is very worn out overall thanks to all the early exits by starters. We've called up a few extra arms to help. The good news is our best relievers are fully rested. Start us off for Call. Or not. First strikeout for Penny. Like I said, he led the American League in strikeouts. Alright, 2-out walk for Witt. And Millar dumps it into left. First and second for Dermenziev. Get up! Get up! Get up! Yes! The rookie. That's the tie now for Brad Penny. 52 home runs allowed. Tied for most all-time, but more importantly for us, we finally have a lead on this team, but we need to get more. Halladay is so hittable, and they get started right away on him. Oh, 2 hits. This is exactly like how the other games have gone. Just first inning bang. 3-zip. Or 3-all. This is Early Halladay. All that nice work. Oh my god, this is exactly like... This is me watching baseball for the last 4 games, is just watch the Indians just not make outs. Oh my god. We're gonna get an out. We're gonna need those long relievers. That's deep to left. Caught on the track. 5-3. Well, so much for my enthusiasm. Oh, there it is. Congratulations to Brad Penny for being the all-time leader in home runs allowed. It's 5-4. I saw the Yankees are already winning against Tampa Bay. The Pirates are losing against the Mets. We'll check things out every couple innings. Oop, we got a catcher's interference call. Maybe a chance to steal here. Yep, he's going. He's safe. And Felix is going to fly out to center. So can Halladay survive the second? Oh my god, he is such trash. You gotta pull him. You gotta pull him. God. Okay, he's out. We're gonna go to minor league relievers for the game, which is better than Halladay. Alright. We got out of that inning. 6-4 after 2. Oh, which strikes out looking. Millar's been really bad in September. He's got himself a 1-out walk. Dermenziev, another homer, please. No, but it's a single to center. We got 2 on. All right, we're in the gap. We're going to tie this game. Oh, it's a home run. 3rd home run off of Brad Penny. We're winning 7-6, and now they're going to go into their bullpen, I imagine. It's Tim Hudson. That's awesome. One of the top prospects in baseball, though, his ERA is 7. We got to score lots and lots of runs. Darryl Ratliff strikes out. Play another half inning and then check how the rest of baseball's doing. So Mark Kroon strikes out tons of guys, walks tons of guys, will give up a lot of home runs. He's nice play for call there. And we're going to get a 1-2-3 inning. Please just keep adding to this lead. Call does not get on base. And Kevin Witt walks again. And Millar is going to dump a single into left. So it's Dermenziev again. He strikes out this time. Okay, Kroon. I figure we got to get like through 5 with these couple of long relievers. That was not caught. It's a double for Reed. Cirillo grounds out. Runner moves to 3rd. Jose Jimenez is now in the game. And is that going to be caught? That's caught. We hold our 7-6 lead. And we'll now attempt to put some runs on the board against Tim Hudson. Kevin Orie grounds out weakly back to the pitcher. Oh, that's a drop bird strike. And he reached first. Tyler Houston takes first. Banks is pinch hitting for Maxwell. And he drills a single into center field. And Tyler Houston's thrown out at home. Ratliff singles, infield single. It's up to for call. Oh, that kills. It could have been a big inning. Okay, Jose Jimenez back on the hill. Finished up the 4th. He'll get the 5th. All right, first walk. I'll bring up Tom Prince. It's a trade deadline acquisition for the Indians. He walks, so it's Orlando Miller with 2 on. And Jose Jimenez is suddenly showing a ton of wildness. And that is caught. Whew. So fireworks to begin, and now we've put up 5 zeros in a row combined. Hudson's got to be about out of gas here. Kevin Witt strikes out. That's it. John Reed in the game now to face Kevin Millar. Millar rakes it to left, but right at their left fielder, Brian Hunter. Brian Hunter, speaking of, leadoff single. We're going, okay, here's the big guys now. Darren Hall's in, gives up a stolen base. They're going to bunt him to third. Got to get Cirillo. Huge strikeout. And now it's Randy Ruiz, their best hitter. And we've got him. White Sox are losing, so they're going to fall out either way. Dermenziev has his 3rd hit of the game. He's stealing, and he's safe. And Ori's into the gap. A home run and a double. We lead 8-6. Huge performance by our usually defensive first third baseman. They're going to walk Houston. This has got to be a bunt. Beltre does bunt. We're at 2nd and 3rd for Ratliff now. Oh, I can't get it done. Can Furcal get it done? No. Furcal 0 for 4. Shame. Okay, we need Darren Hall real bad here. Geronimo Barroa leadoff single, and he steals second. That's an infield single for Randy Wynn. We're in trouble. Oh, but he's tried stealing second, is thrown out, and we get another big strikeout with 1 out and a man on third. Can we get Tom Prince and keep the 2-run lead? No. Crowd goes nuts. It's 8-7. Julio Parra, our best reliever, in to face Tino Martinez, and he gives up a single, and we're going to be tied. Well, we had our best guys on the hill, and just didn't happen for us. We're tied at 8. The Yankees are cruising. They're about to win. Not that there's any surprise there. We knew we were going to have to win here. We were fairly certain anyway. And we're not hitting. Bottom of the 8th. Parra should. It's Isringhausen now. Jody Reed is out. Jeff Cirillo's out. All right, smooth 9th for Isringhausen. It's David Weathers. Can we put up a run? Not from Dermenziev. Here's Gary Matthews Jr. pinching hit for Ori after the game Ori's had. Don't love it. We're going to get walked off here, aren't we? Oh, I almost called it. Barroa's got a leadoff double. Just make it end quickly. That'll do it. We are chokers. What a nightmare. At least we hit in this game, but our pitching and defense have been beyond abysmal over the past 5 games. Congrats to Cleveland for playing a great 4 games of spoiler, though. Tony Dermenziev and Kevin Ori get a pat on the back for showing up today. Each homered, and they drove in a combined 7 runs. The top of Cleveland's lineup just murdered us, though. It was Phil Hyatt delivering the walk-off blow. Roy Halladay showed yet again that he just does not belong in the big leagues, let alone near a game of this magnitude. Our new call-ups actually did quite well, but Darren Hall's appearance was really forgettable, and Jason Isringhausen put up the exclamation point with his 8th loss to go along with 6 blown saves. Also, congratulations to Brad Penny for setting the Major League record with 54 home runs allowed in a single season. Tim Hudson shut us down in the middle innings and allowed Cleveland to regain momentum. The Yankees coasted to an easy 7-2 victory over the Devil Rays. Things weren't so easy for the White Sox. They gave up 7 runs in the third inning, but put runs of their own up in this slugfest. Todd Walker was the hero with the walk-off RBI double in the 10th. The Pittsburgh Pirates won 8-6 to earn the NL wildcard. Greg Perkle's 200th save was one he'll never forget. The Brewers lost 4-2 to the Reds, so the Pirates were going to the playoffs either way. Last year we had a game 163, but this year we're going to have a game 164 as the Yankees, Blue Jays, and White Sox have tied for the AL wildcard with 89 and 73 records. It's unclear how the game decides who plays first, but it's drawn the Chicago White Sox heading to Canada to face our Toronto Blue Jays in game 163, with the winner hosting the New York Yankees. The winner of that will face a defending AL champion Red Sox in the ALDS. So in short, we've gone from having to win just 1 out of 4 in Cleveland to having to win 2 games in a row. The Chicago White Sox have lots of mashers, but no real pitching. 1997 AL MVP Frank Thomas led the way with 54 home runs this season. His team scored over 1,000 runs, which was good for second in the American League. There's nothing really special about their staff that finished 11th in the AL in runs allowed. Their 4 top starters did all manage to put up sub-100 FIP minuses and collect double-digit wins. Their third starter, Pep Harris, gets the ball today against Andy Carter, who's lost his last 5 decisions. We'll give another start to Jason Maxwell at second base. The live stream here was super choppy for the first couple of innings, so you'll get a bunch of highlights with no commentary, but I'll be back live for the 5th inning. Nothing doing. Through 5. Bill Bates in the game, face Reggie Jefferson. Strikes out the first 2 he sees. Pretty clean 1, 2, 3. Threw 11 pitches to Jefferson in that at bat. White Sox go to the bullpen. Is that out of here by Jermenziev? No. Kevin Ory gets us within 2. It's 14 home runs for him on the season now. And we're pulling Jason Maxwell again so that Luis Alicea can come in and do garbage. Man. Paniagua's in the game now. We're 1 closer. Just not feeling optimistic about this at all. That's an infield single by Ratliff. That's nice. Jeez, for call. Nothing doing for Felix. Up to Kevin Witt. That's it for the 7th. Isringhausen in for the 8th. And he goes back to what he was doing before. Just being bad. Gotta get Jefferson. Got him. We got 6 outs to somehow salvage this. Jason Johnson in the game now. 6.51 ERA this season, but I don't know if that's going to help us. Termenziev pops out. Could be his last at bat of the season. Going quietly, folks. Very, very quietly. I don't know what to say. Just how improbable was this? Game was just kind of toying with us, I think, for 158 games. Sucked all of September, to be honest. 11-16, I think we were. Hey, Alisea woke up. Tying run is up to the plate. It's going to be Damon Smith, who walks for call. We got a little bit of hope going. For call he grounds out. It's up to Junior Felix. And that is our season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just managed to lose 6 games in a row. So our season-long Cinderella story came crashing down in just 6 days. The White Sox deliver the final blow that ends our season after 163 games. Frank Thomas delivered the biggest hit, the early 2-run double off of Andy Carter. Jason Maxwell and Kevin Ory both hit solo shots, but Rafael Furcal ended his second season going 0 for his final 11 plate appearances. Make it 6 straight losses for Andy Carter. He was hopeless again and put us in yet another hole early in a game. Bullpen was nearly perfect, but unfortunately it was just too late. Credit to Pep Harris for a good start in his 14th win, and Jason Johnson for the 2-inning save. And without hesitation, I fired our manager, Joel Cowell, whatever his name is, for presiding over one of the greatest late-season chokes in MLB history. The article claims it was the owner's decision. Don't believe everything you read. And no, I didn't wait till the next day. That would be civil. He got the axe right in front of the entire team. It was glorious. Now the White Sox travel home to host the New York Yankees in Chicago. Let's check out that game.
Strike 3, you're out.
Pete Smith off to a great start. Gets the first 2. This vaunted White Sox lineup gets started. Alan Battles, probably the best leadoff hitter in baseball. First 2 on. John Cotton on for Phil Nip. Frank Thomas is not playing? Oh my God, this game. But the White Sox seem to be doing okay without him. Reggie Jefferson hits a double. It's 1-0, and they are not done. And that is in the corner by Gene Shaw. So the White Sox are going to take a 3-0 lead, and he's got a triple. So the White Sox may make this a 4 or more run lead. Base hit. And the Yankees turn a double play to end the first, but not before the White Sox put up 4. With his pitcher on the hill for the White Sox, you question whether that's going to be enough. Oh, thrown away by second baseman Landacker, but Pete Smith's going to pitch around it. Oh wow, they pulled Hampton. I don't know if he was hurt or if they just pulled him, but it actually happened earlier. Alan Battle walks. Cotton flies out. Phil Nevin will fly out. So the Yankees are going to use everything today. Tim Raines strikes out. So does Damian Easley. Pete Smith, within his 14 ERA, gives up the first hit of the game. It's in the 3rd inning. Crow Moore steals second. And it's a sliding catch in left by Reggie Jefferson. White Sox keep the Yankees scoreless through 3. They haven't been to the postseason since 1982. First year of this save. Paul Wenson in the game now for the Yankees. And he surrenders a base hit. Not scoring Gene Shaw, but this one will. Landacker's got 2 RBI singles now. BJ Surhoff comes up and dumps a single into left, and it's 6-0 White Sox. It's kind of reminiscent of real life 2008 White Sox. They had to win like 3 games in a row in 3 different cities to get to the playoffs. Hoyle strikes out. 6 strikeouts for Pete Smith. Bellhorn walks, so dangerous spot for Derek Bell, and he cannot drive the runs in. Pete Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Wenson's in his 2nd inning of work. Shuts the White Sox down very easily. There's a single for Damian Easley, the number 9 hitter. Kerwin Moore flies out. Easley steals 2nd. 5 scoreless for Pete Smith. It's a fielder's choice. It's amazing the White Sox are doing this without Frank Thomas. How could you not start Frank Thomas in a game like this? That's the Ootp AI engine for you, I guess. He had to be, like, so tired. Or injured. I don't think he was injured, though. Okay, Yankees are in business here. Hoyles singles to center. It's 1st and 3rd. That's hit deep to right, caught out there. Does score the run, but the White Sox will take that trade. Especially after Derek Bell flies out to left. Single for BJ Surhoff. It looked like center fielder Kerwin Moore was a little shy of that one and ran away from it. Battle walks, as he so often does. I wonder if you're going to see Frank Thomas in a pinch hitting spot anywhere in here. Sean Bryant in to face the lefty. Jefferson walks him, so Gene Shaw comes up with the bases loaded. It flies out to right, so this game is still somewhat in doubt. Pete Smith back out there. Tim Raines leads off with a single. And White Sox go to the pen now. It's R.A. Dickey, not a very good choice. This is 5.65 ERA. Strikes out Kerwin Moore. And that is a double play. Darryl Sherman cannot come through for the Yankees. Sets him back big time. Todd Walker with a leadoff single. White Sox after that last half inning got to be thinking, we need to get some runs. Doesn't happen. So Dickey goes back out there for the 8th. Is this the best they have in the bullpen? Can't be. Dickey walks Hoyles. Strikes out Bellhorn. And they get pretty. Stay 6-1. The White Sox are 3 outs away from returning to the postseason. Unfortunately, it's not us as a result. All right, this is it. Who will the White Sox use? Raines walks. They're still leaving in Dickey. AI is managing this like a regular game. The Yankees manager's not. It's 2 outs. This is it, though. Somehow he's got him this far. He walks Sherman. Big boppers coming up for the Yankees. And Fryman walks. The tying run is now on deck. And now he's up. Chris Hoyles is the tying run. And he can't get it done, though. He flies out. White Sox are going to the postseason. The White Sox rally for 4 runs in the first without Frank Thomas, and it's all they would need. Gene Shaw carried the load with a double and a triple to drive in 2 runs. Pete Smith pulls a rabbit out of his hat and holds the Yankees just to 1 run in 6 innings. R.A. Dickey walked 5 in relief and somehow kept the lead intact. Here are your final standings for 1999. That L6 streak on our row will burn for a long time. Here's our final hitting stats. Kevin Witt finishes as our position player MVP with 4.3 WAR, narrowly ahead of rookie Tony Jermenziev's 4.2. Hideo Nomo is our pitching MVP with 4.8 WAR. Jody Johnston got better as the season went along, until the end of course, and finished with 4.2. Julio Potter had the magnificent season out of the pen, finishing with a 1.56 ERA and 2.3 WAR. A few quick accomplishments. Chito Martinez hit for the cycle on September 4th. We do not applaud him because of what he did to us in 1995, first as a double agent inside our organization and then as an opponent later that season. Moises Alou got his 2,000th career hit on September 20th. He does get applause. Melito Perez won his 200th game, leading the Phillies to a 7-4 win on September 28th. Congratulations to him as well. Here's your playoff bracket with Division Series matchups. My next episode will cover the playoffs in their entirety. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to be notified of content going forward. Thanks for watching.